All right. Welcome to the next installment of the Dismount podcast. And today, the boys are saddling up and we are talking the holidays. The holidays, y'all. Man. All right. So today I got the fit on. I have to give a shout out to the hoss. We normally do the, the Christmas pajamas. Boys, listen. If you get a woman who wants to take photographs with your pajamas, you put the pajamas on and you don't cause any problems. Trust me. Just trust me. Go full out. Go full out. Take all the pictures. Take all the pictures. Okay? On that night, when she's ready to take pictures, you take every single picture. Trust me, boys. Trust me. It'll be a good night. All right. So, let's roll. So, boys, the holidays. As always, we got Derek with us.
Hello.
Mr. Derry. Mr. Double Book.
Yeah.
I slid it in
New Year's resolution.
New Year's resolution. And
use my brain to its highest capacity.
use my brain to its highest capacity. And we have the Brandon, the tit, the master of them. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Let's go, kids. All right, so here we are. We're talking the holidays. What the hell? You guys, you got jammed up pretty hard the other night with that. With the coming out of get-go.
Yep.
Coming out of get-go, you were like climbing out of the car yelling at that person.
It's okay. I had a meat stick to keep him in the back.
What was it? Like they were like Brandon was pulling out a lot, they were letting you go.
It was like I look left. Beep. What? What are you doing, man?
There are two ways on the road.
I gotta look over here before I go. That's how it
that
works.
was a lot. They were too much there. He missed the. Normally, you make the quick little S.
Yeah.
He missed the S because we were so flustered.
Yeah.
These people out here
Yeah.
just. I don't know. For some reason, yeah, it seems like around the holidays. I don't know if it has to do with spending all the money and then you go broke and then you got to bring yourself back to not being broke after the holidays. And it's just, that's what people are frustrated with. People are rush. People spend an entire evening creating a gingerbread rooftop tent, badass weekend wild warrior like gingerbread creation. And, well, sorry, Rube. Didn't mean to get you there, girl. And
I got it.
the dog just absolutely just annihilates your gingerbread. And you're like, what in the Sam? So, we're talking holidays. I know, baby girl. I'm sorry. You got to turn back around then. Because you're going to walk right through.
It's the holidays.
You gotta walk through. Go ahead, girl. Oh, man. She's a horse. She's sneaking through. Keep going, girl. No.
Ruby.
You got to go back to your bed. Oh, man. Oh, man. Rube, back up. There you go. Oh, the tree's coming down now. Tree's coming down. So Ruby is in the studio with us today, folks, because, she's kind of scared to go back into the bed now after a freaking ring light came. She looks at the ring light too. I know, Ruby. You gotta lay down in here though, girl. You ate way too much. She'll be all right. Just give her a minute. She's in the corner. You okay? All right. We got you.
3, 2,
ring
1, go.
Ring light fell on you. We're sorry. We're sorry, folks. There's nothing going on here, folks. It's okay. All right. Holy jeez. So Ruby's in the studio because I had this absolutely like crazy built out gingerbread holiday truck that I had a rooftop tent all built open like scene, and I left to go grab another one of these little mounts to hold our phones, to use our phones now instead of the 360 cameras, and Ruby ate the whole damn thing.
Hell
yeah, brother. Oh man. So she did, when I got up top here, she did leave like big long, like there was a couple long strips of like the hot glue. So she didn't eat all the hot glue, but she ate around the hot glue, but dog. That's the holidays for you, man. The holidays are just sometimes a kick in the nuts.
That's why Christmas Vacation is the best Christmas movie of all time, because that's what Christmas actually is. It's a shit show the entire time. It's never perfect. It's always just mass chaos until it's over. Until you can sit back at like 8:30 on Christmas night and just close your eyes on the recliner and go, thank God.
What? That's over?
Yes. Yes, because all it is a build up until then of running around, and getting cut off in traffic and stressing over what gifts you're going to give your family that they will not look at the day after you give them to them. And then you just go back home. You do it again next year. You wrap up all the gifts. I hate wrapping gifts. Like, you guys know me enough.
Gift card guy.
Yeah, the audience is really starting to learn where he got his nickname Sour Dairy from.
It's sour eggnog right now.
Explain to me wrapping gifts. People love it.
It's a mystery box.
It's a I get it. You don't want to know what shitty gift you got until you open it up and realize it's shitty. Yeah, I get it.
To get the kids to behave, you have an idea what's in that box. It could be what you want. It could be an onion.
So you buy a bunch of paper in a depleting rainforest, and our environment's being shot to shit. So you buy rolls and rolls of Elf branded paper that you wrap your shitty gift in, that you then wrap off and stuff 3 bags worth of.
But the paper on the back said we donated to the wildlife
You
fund.
didn't donate that, April.
But they say they donated.
1 penny of every $100 we get in profit will go to a tree.
This kid is sour, dude.
Or leave that leaf alone. We'll just leave it there.
It's like, yeah, we're gonna replant a leaf. But it's true. I mean, to me at least, like, are there things about the holiday season that are nice? Like, sure, I guess you can get time away from work, sort of, if you work in a job that allows you to. Some people work more than ever during the holidays.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Wow.
So it's like, oh, I get off work. Yeah, to go out and bother other people who just work 16 hours back to back at freaking Kmart. No blue light special makes up for the fact that you're an asshole. Is Kmart even still around?
Yeah, but in our consumption and production, you got mad at the Amazon.
At the Amazon?
Yeah. So what, are they not supposed to go to the stores? What are they supposed to just buy from the Amazon?
Amazon's. You see, here's the thing.
Yeah, I knew it.
Because
Woo!
when it comes to the holiday season, your boy Derek loves Amazon. 'Cause look, you're not going to get around it anyway. You're not. Like, you can't go down. I've gone, like, last year we did like the local, like, north side businesses, and I got a lot of shit from there. And that's what I actually typically do. I'll go down in Easto or the places around me and buy shit from there to give to family, because that at least makes me feel okay about it. But you best believe when I'm looking for something for
340 other days a year. Fuck you, Amazon. But the 25 days of Christmas, we're best friends.
Because my dumb ass, today is what,
Especially on the 20th.
what's today's, what's today? A week before Christmas Eve? Yeah, we're a week out.
17th right now.
Yeah, my ass is gonna go home today and start buying gifts for every single person I need off Amazon, have them delivered to my back door, and forget they're there. And then you reuse the bags I was given last year as the gift bags from this year. Because maybe I am, like, a little bummed out about the wrapping paper situation because I'm not good at wrapping gifts. Maybe that's it, you know? Maybe.
I don't have this skill.
But I just think of, like, going to my uncle's house when I was younger, and you'd sit there and you'd have 6, 7 trash bags full of wrapping paper. That poor wrapping paper.
Yep.
What did it ever do to you, Brandon?
My grandma used to recycle it. She used to take it off very carefully.
Oh, see, she's a saint.
She's wild.
She's a saint.
She'd
See, that's
save
something
it.
you can appreciate for sure.
The only person I've ever met who saves it.
Yeah. And then on top of it all, then you got to set the mood. You know?
Michael
You're
Bublé.
you're wrapping the gifts. You put up the tree. You're making the cookie. The cookies are good. I'll get behind the cookies. Christmas cookies might be it for me. Because, like, Brandon, what's your favorite Christmas song?
Last Christmas.
That sucks. It sucks. It's horrible. What's your favorite one?
The song Christmas Vacation. That's my favorite.
Okay.
The one that starts out Christmas
Okay,
Vacation.
that's fine. That's fine. Ruby,
Rube. No.
Ruby, what do you think about Christmas?
Ruby, quiet.
Ruby,
She said Thanksgiving's better. That's what she said.
she's like,
Where's the turkey? Where's the turkey?
So, okay, the Christmas Vacation song. Christmas Vacation. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Last Christmas, Last Christmas. I mean, it's fine. Was that Wham?
It's just fun to sing.
Is it Wham? It's not. It's not fun.
You don't like
There's
it?
nothing fun about it. I'm
I
sorry.
like it.
They are mediocre songs that everyone acts like they like. No one actually likes it.
So what's yours?
What?
What-
My
what-
favorite
what is-
Christmas song?
Yeah, what
I don't know.
classifies a good Christmas
Probably the
song,
ones
pal?
in Spanish because I don't know what the words are.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah.
Feliz
Yeah,
Navidad.
I'm into that.
One's in Spanish.
Yeah, that's fine with me. But like,
That one is kind of
Yeah. yeah, and then there's like grasps to try to make new Christmas songs. They all suck. The old ones suck. The new ones suck. The
What's
movies suck. What's your
the-
favorite Christmas movie?
What's the Paul
Love
McCartney, Paul McCartney one?
Paul McCartney one?
Yeah.
Simply.
Yeah,
Love It.
yeah.
No, kill me. Kill me. I love the
Wonderful
Beatles. I love Paul
Christmas
McCartney.
time.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
That one.
No one
yeah,
actually
we're fine.
No
We're-
one
yeah.
actually enjoys listening to it. No one actually enjoys listening to it.
Sour
So anyway, you're wrapping the presents for the paper you're gonna rip off. It probably doesn't look good for a gift that no one wants. And then you got to set the mood. Set the mood with the
Some asshole puts on a Christmas story. No, I'm kidding.
Christmas story is.
I'm kidding.
We
Christmas
don't.
Story is
We
not
don't like.
horrible.
I'm not a fan of the Christmas story.
It's
It's
fine.
either Home Alone or it's Christmas Vacation for me.
Home Alone's okay. See, I can get behind like again, like the movies where like Christmas is seemingly being ruined by like Kevin getting on the wrong plane, you know? Like those are cool for me because that's what Christmas is to me. It's just like complete and utter chaos, and that's what that movie stands for. So that's where I'm cool. It's like
Or-
what's Love Actually, you said?
Yeah, Love Actually and While You Were Sleeping. Those are my two Christmas movies.
The funny thing about Elf too, the beginning of Elf, Santa kidnaps Elf.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
he's in an
actually,
he's like he doesn't take him back to the orphanage.
No. He's straight like, you're coming with
Yeah,
me.
you're staying.
You pig.
You're staying. You're gonna be. We need some giants around.
Yeah, that'd be great. You ever see the
So I'm gonna put up the star.
you ever see the,
Yeah, exactly.
you ever see the cutscene of the hockey game they play?
I
where-
just saw
yeah.
that. It was amazing.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. I forgot all about
yeah.
that.
See, I'm into that, but I don't know, man. Just getting back on it though, like you gotta run around and get the gifts you can't afford that they don't want. You're playing the song in the background. You're wrapping the gifts. It's just like
Nostalgia,
Nostalgia, what?
Disney of life.
it is. It's the Disney, dude. The same people who like Christmas are the same adults who like going to Disneyland. It's the same people. I
know.
love Christmas.
Oh
No, it's
man,
the
he's
same-
shooting
Dude, it's the
shots.
same
dude.
thing. I'm gonna go to Disney. I'm gonna wear the ears. I'm gonna walk around. Life's so great. Shut up, dude. Like, go away. I'm being honest. I'm sorry, but it is like as I wrote down the Disney of life. Like it is.
Disney
It's
of
like
life.
it's the
Question
same
mark.
people.
You were questioning it though at that point in time.
Is it?
Are you? You're not questioning it.
No, I'm standing on this platform because it makes a ton of sense to me. The same people who like do not go to Disney because their little niece or nephew or their child likes it, but because they plan one of 2 weeks of PTO for the year to go to Orlando to go to Disney for the 17th time. That's the people I'm identifying. And I'm sorry if you are in that. If you're in that group, it's okay. But what I
If you're
will
in
say
that group,
is you're also someone who probably really enjoys Christmas to an obnoxious level. I'm just being honest. And it's okay. That's your thing.
What's your level of obnoxious Christmas?
Oh, man. Everything that you identify with from incredibly early on, before Thanksgiving. First of all, those people are toting up the Christmas.
hate that.
Dude, it's before Thanksgiving, and that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Because, like, you figure light up night in our city is the week before Christmas. Like, it was on my birthday this year. I can get behind that. I can put my birthday as
It
when
was
you
the
can
week
start caring.
before Thanksgiving.
That's what I said, the week before Thanksgiving. Did I not? Okay. The week before Thanksgiving. It was on my birthday this year. So like I can see that making sense. It's the people that like see the natural progression of like, okay, this was Halloween, it was 56 degrees out, I just dressed up as Buzz Lightyear, and Christmas.
I just dressed up as Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Christmas.
That's what I'm starting to run into is when all of a sudden this
To infinity. Too much decorations.
So can I point out you look like Emperor Palpatine complaining about Christmas
Hell
right
yeah,
now?
dude. What's up?
If you turn ever, just like try to
What's
catch
up?
yourself a little bit. You're like, use the force. So he doesn't do that, but
And then like maybe what it has to do with it too is like in our neck of the woods, it's prime time seasonal depression. It is gray, it is cold, there's nothing going on. It's dark at 4 o'clock. And for people like I'm sorry, probably more like myself, like that there's a difference. I'm not outside as often. The vitamin D isn't there. And then I'm just looking around at people having too much fun for seemingly no reason to
Why
me.
are you so happy?
Why are you so happy? This is so stressful.
I just got cut off for the 14th time.
So
I'm only driving 4 miles.
that's it. That's it. The complete lack of self-awareness, as if not everyone in the world is incredibly busy and doing last minute. Like if I go out after this today to try to do shopping, I made a huge mistake.
Yeah, it was a bad day.
This is the worst day. This is the worst day to do it for sure. Just because you lead up to the last full weekend, you get, the weather's not bad. Steelers aren't on today. Dude, the whole city's out shopping, cutting each other off, going down to PPG, standing in a line for 3 hours to skate around a Christmas tree for $35. Then you go home.
You have to like reserve that days in advance or some
Really?
shit. now.
Really?
I
Yeah,
used to
it's
I
like
remember the days
so-
where you
yeah,
used to
it's
stay in a
so-
line for 3 hours.
No, it's like you have to reserve ahead of time. You have a scheduled time that you need to be there. It's pretty crazy because when I was just down there listening to Maisie sing at Market Square, a couple of the parents were talking about that, about like, oh no, couldn't even get a time today, couldn't even get a time tomorrow or
They're
something.
actually smart. Keep people from just showing up and standing around. there.
Yeah. Because then you
Clog up
don't, get on, and then it's just you got a bunch of people getting frustrated down there. Well, I could imagine that'd be.
And then like
Got all the hood. You got too many kids down there who are young, and then they want to start causing problems.
Well, hockey players that are intentionally there just to get as close as possible in front of you. While you're skating, is like, I know your goal. You're not trying to get up there faster. You want to get between us faster.
Yeah.
that kid doesn't know what a hip check is yet. He'll learn.
All right.
Oh, here she is. She's like,
Failure
please.
is a name.
It's our Christmas episode, boys.
It's just shit in her pants. I'm sorry, Rube. I did not connect the freaking. We don't need it.
Simply having.
Wonderful Christmas time.
See, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is exactly.
I feel like it's
and then
very
you know
appropriate.
what? And then you know what? We're just gonna keep rolling. I ain't worried about it.
Rube, come. You're good. Come on. You're good. Keep going.
So
I promise nothing else is gonna come.
So we're gonna keep talking. Ruby, come here.
Fucking Smith.
It's been her game plan the whole time. She's like, I'm just gonna pretend to be real upset. And I'm gonna hang out right here. Come on.
It's okay. I promise you, you're not going to get. There you go.
We're only 18 minutes in.
Yeah, we're good. Keep going. All right, everything's still recording. We're good.
You were saying,
Why you got Christmas mass on there?
Oh yeah.
oh man, that can be good and bad. I've enjoyed it and I've not enjoyed it.
No, you have never enjoyed it.
I've
Okay?
enjoyed it.
Back on it, Ruby. You're good.
Well,
It's fine.
Okay. So, even when Christmas still had all the glimmer of it in your childhood, they would slam you into a freaking church the night. You ever go to Christmas Eve mass,
down St. Bonnie's.
dude?
He said St. Bonnie's.
What are you thinking
Dude,
as a parent
not bad.
to take? No, it is bad. It is bad.
It's not even crowded anymore.
They lead you all the way up. They lead you all the way up. Here come the gifts. Here comes the holiday. And the only thing in your way is getting dressed up to go sit in church on the night before Christmas. And now I'm here for it to say that, like, yeah, it's supposed to be on the basis it was a religious holiday. It's definitely not now. But what I will say is, what a horrible thing to do to your kid. They're so excited. They want to go home. You could be making cookies. You could be hanging out. A little fireplace action going. And you're going to take them to church and put them in a turtleneck and make them sit there and just think about it?
So what year was it? And what toy was it that you did not get?
It was the Oscar Mayer weenie whistle, wasn't it?
What toy did you not get? And what year was it? Were you 8? Were you 9?
What's on
It was 12.
I don't think
When did you start?
No,
Absolutely,
actually
It
like
was the X mod. He didn't get an
no,
X
it's
mod.
actually the realism of it not being. I got everything I ever wanted, and you know how? Mostly starting with my grandma just putting herself in mass amounts of credit card debt every single year just to get us gifts we didn't need. I got an electric scooter once. That thing was kick ass. And then my grandma would 3 months later, she's on the phone. I didn't buy that. I didn't buy that. Oh, dude, she'd say it was a game. It was a game for her. I didn't buy that. And try to get out of it. Just open up a new account. Whatever. What are you gonna do? Come get it? What are you gonna come take the scooter? Come get it. So I just that's where it becomes tough. Like, people don't want to. I keep saying people, and I don't want to say people. In my experience, folks don't care a whole hell of a lot throughout the rest of the year. So why choose right now to start and then just go back to just ignoring everything again?
Yeah, sometimes it feels like it's like a clear your conscience kind of thing. Like it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
Put it right at the end of the year. Oh, I can show this person by buying this, or that for them that I've been thinking about them. But in reality, I put together a list on December 1st and was like, oh, these are the people who I have to buy gifts for.
Right.
You know, and it just doesn't feel personable, you know, so
No.
maybe sometimes, or it just seems like, oh, this is what everybody's supposed to do, so this is what I do.
Right.
And you're like, wow.
And that's the way I look at it is I could start. I mean, I have a little sister and nephews now that I'll of course get things for and play with them and make sure it's something that they'll love and I'll love to do with them and that'll be great. I'm looking forward to that for sure. Don't get me wrong. But I think on the other end too, it's well, how often are you there outside of that? You know? Are you just showing up on Christmas with a cool gift and that's it?
Yeah.
Because there's a whole hell of a lot that I've seen that goes on where it's like a cop out almost.
The usual.
Yeah. So I think that's why it's never been about the gifts. I'm trying to think. I'm going to answer your question. Was there a gift that I didn't get? No, because this goes back to the age-old story I've told both of you that I actually didn't like toys. I didn't think I was very good at playing with them. I would always see the commercials of the new Mattel, oh, there's the new Hot Wheels race car set. And you build it all up and you put the cars down. These kids were like, whoa! 3 different floors of car parking. And I'm like, that looks so cool. I want that. And I get it. I'm like, this is freaking lame, man. Why did that kid get so excited about this?
You didn't have the imagination with it.
I definitely, the imagination's fine, man. I'm sorry. It's just little cars in a lot doesn't do it for me at all. Was I supposed to was I doing something wrong?
Dog, you just needed the Hot Wheel carpet, man. That's all
The
you
Hot
needed.
Wheel, the Hot Wheel carpet was kind of cool.
That was one of my favorite things I've ever had.
I don't think I had one of those.
Yeah,
That was Brandon's Grand Theft Auto when he was a kid. He's like, I got 4 garages. I got the open
hospital.
Map. I can go around here. There's a casino in the corner. I'm gonna go spin the wheel.
Got everything I need. There's a police station. Probably being a little tyrant as a kid. I'm gonna go over to the police station. I'm gonna go steal a car. Then I'm gonna go over to the hospital because I broke my leg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I
I'll
even
make
used
full
to
stories.
mix the Legos in with it and start building the structures up. So
Wow.
on the actual mat, you'd build the police station or the fire station.
Yeah.
I've been doing it wrong. Damn.
Okay. No, that would go back to all the toys though. I just see kids playing with toys, and they always had more fun than me. Maybe I was jealous of the fun. Maybe I was jealous of the glimmer. You know.
It's a shame you've been sour since the womb, dude.
No.
It's. I mean, where else are we going with this?
I think things that lead into it would be from a very young age, having to go to multiple houses for the holidays, from a young age, having to deal with that, and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I get to see one side, I get to see the other, drive in the back and the fourth and this and the that, and then my dad's family, and then my dad's house, and then my mom's house, and then my mom's family, and then I got to see my older sister, and then like I got to pick up my brother, and he's late, and it's I think that builds up, and then no secrets here. I love my girlfriend, but like that's a committed relationship now. That's another thing you add on of like, okay, now the holiday season's here. Do I get to see my family? Do we get to see hers? Where do we go? How do I make her feel loved when I'm trying to still spend time with the people that have been there the entirety of my life? Those are things I just do not enjoy in general. And then you feel like an obligation here of like, yeah, it's nice. And I'm not saying there isn't beauty in it, man. I'm just saying that there's a lot of negatives that people tend to ignore, and a lot of shit that people who get so excited for the holidays don't realize that people are dealing with every year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. Especially when
I'm crying over here.
Especially when it's like the holidays are supposed you see all these families like getting together, and it's about like you see all these freaking TV shows and movies, and it's all about like families coming together, and like even to the point where like, oh my goodness, these amazing family redemption stories of like everybody now loves each other because it's the holidays, and we forget all about all the bullshit that we're mad at each other for. And it's just like,
Yeah.
And then when you don't experience that, sometimes you're just like, fudge.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that like you don't still experience it. Like there's still those beautiful moments in there, I believe. But oh man, I just feel like setting aside the better part of 5 weeks of your entire life to celebrate a holiday that comes and goes and is mostly spent in your car or throwing things away or so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there in the past several years too. Like my parents, we didn't come from like my parents had me at a very young age. So whenever Christmas came around, like they loved to go like all out, like big piles. And like don't get me wrong, as a kid, that's like it's amazing. You're like, this is awesome. But then you get older and you're just like, man, that really like that was a lot. Like I look back and I'm like, man, I don't mind that now watching it. I think it's still awesome, but you're just like, wow, I remember feeling like that was just so much weight. And then like I was always a people pleaser for a very long time. Like, I mean, I'm 31 now, and I was definitely doing that up until I was at least 27.
Yeah.
And dude, so every freaking gift, like I would be like, yeah, woo, oh
I
yeah,
couldn't do that.
oh man, this one's awesome. And you just, dude, I had 3 billion faces that I could put on. Like that's why I would have been a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
And like I could have absolutely killed that as a young freaking kid because I made so many people feel amazing by like, like like
I couldn't ever do that, man. Like I've leaned in the people pleasing category a lot too, but like that's one thing I was never shy about. Like, oh yeah, thanks. What do you want? Like this is another board game? Okay. Cool, dude. Sell these on eBay. But it just like I appreciate that about you too, because you could like the faces of like you see like the the videos online. You're like the one kid you're like I can appreciate that. Like a kid actually getting the Xbox that he wanted and the real joy, like that's pretty cool. And good for them. And that's probably like a cool memory. Like I got an Xbox for Christmas, it rocked, and I spilled root beer all over and it broke. But besides the point, I think the initial joy was awesome, and I think that in the right way, you could still find beauty in it. Like my sister, one year, I lost my iPhone, and like that's all. I love my iPhone, bro. I mean, come on.
Oh,
you know?
wait, can we pause for a
Uh-huh.
30-second
Yeah.
intermission there
Please,
on how much Derek loves his iPhone? So we go to Columbus for our buddy's 30th freaking birthday party, okay? We all climb in an RV together, and we're going to cut to a couple snippets of that right here right now. But we Derek's phone dies, okay? We wake up in the morning and this kid proceeds to say, "I'm around all my best friends and my thoughts kill me now." Because he didn't have his phone to distract him. Like, he was lost that weekend. So yes, please continue, because I have physically seen this before. So now this story is going to be even more fucking amazing for me.
Yeah.
Hit me with it.
That's more
Christmas, this
Okay.
kid loses his
I was
iPhone.
the first one with an iPhone at North Catholic. Don't let anyone twist it, bro. I was the kid. I had the iPhone. I loved it, bro. What's up, guys? Check out the iPhone 3G I just got. You know, coolest fucking
Angry
dude
Birds,
out there.
all kinds of shit.
Yeah, you guys ever play Angry? Oh, you haven't played Angry Birds? Well, it's about these birds. They're angry. They're out with a vengeance. I love showing that shit off. But nonetheless, I can't believe, or I can't remember if it was stolen or I lost it, whatever it was. I did misplace the iPhone. And it was a bummer because that's all I had back then. And I remember Christmas came around. It was Christmas Eve. That's always did at my mom's house. And my sister got me something. One last thing, of course, you know the setup. Oh, there's all the gifts. Oh, we got. Oh, what's this? You know, we would always write. It was never from Santa at my mom's house. It was from Rick James, or like from it was like, oh, from President Harry Truman. You know, like it didn't matter. It was just from someone else. So I got the gift from Harry Truman, and it was a new iPhone.
Wow.
Dude, I was like, oh my god, wow, never saw this coming. Look at me, dude. New iPhone, Christmas. I'm like, kind of like, I'm like, man, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve
How you
this.
felt?
What's that?
You just said how you felt.
Yeah. No, I don't deserve this.
I got the new iPhone on Christmas.
Well, that's where the story went downhill. It's because I was looking at the box and I go, now what kind of model iPhone is this? It looks just like an iPhone, the box, everything. I've been there before. And take it out. Oh, turn it on. Yeah, turn it on, get it all set up. I know what I'm doing. I've had the iPhone, man. I'm the coolest kid you know. Turn it on.
Google Pixel.
No, it's an iPhone. On the back, Apple, everything. You turn it on. And what displays is like the equivalent of like a Tamagotchi. Like just like an 8-pixel display.
Oh, no.
It's just like I'm looking through it. Everything's in Chinese. Just kind of like there's no iMessage or whatever it was back then. All the icons are different. It's really freaking slow. Just scrolling back and forth, and then I realized that my sister had gone on eBay and bought me a new iPhone, and it was just the furthest thing from an iPhone. And like it was really well displayed. I thought, oh my god, here it is. And turn it on, dude. No, it might as well be one of those like those laptops you get when you're 8 years old, or you could play like the 3 games on the 8 megapixel, whatever it was.
That brick game.
Yeah, the 8-bit games or whatever. Yeah, that's what it turned into. So unfortunately,
Block dude.
Yeah, block dude. Yeah. So, I think I did eventually end up getting a phone. I think guilt got the best of my sister and felt really bad because she wanted to do something nice for me. But I think in that moment, that's something I remember because.
What did Sour Dairy do when he realized that wasn't an iPhone?
Oh, I was fine. I was not happy, but I was okay. And I still think I remember that story, not because of the iPhone. While it was hilarious that somehow, dude, you got to go out of your way to buy a bootleg iPhone. Like you got to be searching. That's like when you go buy like concert tickets and you end up on Ticketmanplus.com. You're like, dude, where'd you get these?
Ticketmanplus.com.
You got to go out of your way to find these websites. So I'll never forget that because I don't think it was about the lack of present, but I think that was like my sister's a rock for me and she's been there for me for everything. And I think that was like the first time I can remember her like making sure she went out of her way to do something for me. And it's something I keep with me because that for me is a great holiday memory.
Yeah, you felt loved.
Yeah,
It didn't matter they screwed up. You felt loved.
I'd prefer you screw up than show it through like
Here's
oh,
here's a
haven't
$50
seen you
gift
in
card.
7 months. Here's a pair of shin guards.
Here's a $50 gift card.
Yeah. See, I prefer that, and like I know that's not the case with everyone. And I'm not the same.
Not that I'm not hating on a $50 gift card, especially if it's a gas station.
Yeah,
Yep.
no. I'm not hating on
But-
that at all. But what I'm saying is, as a kid, at least, like no one said, like right now, if someone gave me a $50 gas gift card, and I just like my cousin or something, I'm stoked. Like that's like you did not have to do that. I love that. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. I'm talking back, like as a kid, like I know there were like you'd get the present, people would think of you, and it's not that they didn't think of you, and it's not that the gift wasn't nice or anything. It was always just the like me being who I was when I was younger. It's like I just preferred the connection with my family more than I did whatever I got. I rather not have that. I rather just spend time and laugh. Like even at my uncle's, it was always go downstairs and play ping pong with the whole family, and that was like that's the things I remember.
Yeah.
Not everything else.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, the some of the fondest memories of the holidays are actually down at my aunt's in the South Side, and the kids used to get this. It was called Geo Tracks, and it was like it was like the Brio that we used to have when we were kids. You know, the trains that were on like the little wood tracks that or whatnot.
Yeah.
But this was, you actually had little remote controls, and they were plastic track, and they were bigger, and like you could build like trains out or like different cars or stuff. You could actually like drive them forward and backward like on the track. So we used to build like the track like up their steps and like back down the steps and do all these like crazy huge like Matterhorn like hills and then bring them down. Like it was elaborate. Like we would build all these like different structures and like build it through like that. Like I was the oldest cousin out of like all the cousins, and like so I was always like the badass of the holidays, and like that's what I remember like being the most fun about the holidays, like being the cousin that was upstairs like all the way into high school, like still playing knee hockey like upstairs in like in the hallway. You know what I mean?
See,
So
that's
like
what I appreciated about that. And like I think that's still starting off on one foot but leaning into the other. Like there are things that I appreciate like that where you get to see the cousin you haven't seen in a while. You play knee hockey, beat the shit out of each other while the parents get drunk upstairs. Like that's awesome. That don't get me in my family. Rock and roll, dude. Any holiday. Captain Morgan handles. Multiple handles. There's probably like 8 to 10 adults. There's 4 handles. They're gone. Gone. And that's I mean, dude, that was like it's an
is that where you got all your skills from?
yeah, dude. It's that Irish blood just right through our family, man.
Iron liver.
Yeah. It's just like it's one and the same with Christmas with me. Like looking at like gifts, the tree, the lights, Captain Morgan handles.
That's one of the best gifts when someone tells me what they want. I'm like, you want a bottle of liquor? Hell yeah.
Dude, everyone.
Hell yeah. That's so
will take
easy.
a
I can
bottle.
go there that day.
And I'm popping that open right there and then. You know it. I was always jealous too. Like I'd go for a Diet Coke because that's what they always mixed it in. I'm like, I want to be cool. Like let me get in on this, you know?
That's lit. Diet Coke's way better when you mix it with that.
Okay, so hold on. So we hit on the I'm interested for Brandon on this. So we've hit on the positives of the sibling dynamic to Christmas and my story with my sister Brandon. I would love to hear about your experience with 2 older brothers on Christmas.
There's a lot. We don't have enough time for some of the more fun ones. One thing I do want to say before I move into it is it's a lot better when you get what you need. And the thing that you can't get for yourself, when you mentioned that, it reminded me about lacrosse. Lacrosse is super expensive. Everyone thinks that everyone who plays lacrosse has a bunch of money. That is not the case. Everything's still expensive. You just don't have the money. Like you just find a way. And one of the best things that I had for Christmas was getting lacrosse equipment because it allowed me, 1, to kind of move into that identity. And 2, it just gave me the ability to be able to be on the team and playing.
Yeah.
I was a third brother in, so we were like a third of the team almost.
Yeah.
We were definitely a third of the field.
Yeah.
And it is a sight for anybody who didn't get to see that, but we're hilarious. So with 3 brothers, it's always great one of the top memories I have, I actually left a note on my Christmas tree just to mess with my brothers yesterday. There was one, it was ornaments we were opening up. And the middle brother, for anyone who doesn't, you're a middle child too, right?
No. I'm
No?
the oldest.
Okay.
It's just me and my sister.
Are you a middle child, Teddy?
Technically, yeah. Somewhere in the middle.
So Nick,
There's a lot
my
going
brother
on there.
Nick, he definitely fits the bill for the middle child, competing for attention.
Yeah.
And he got the ornament first. My mom set it up so they're all in like different parts of the pile. So Nick opened up his first, and his
Nick's the middle child?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry. I did not mean to interrupt you. That just blew me away for a second. Okay.
This is distracting. What order did you think it went in?
I thought it was Nick, Anthony, then you.
Oh,
wow.
That is interesting.
So Anthony's the
That would
oldest.
change
He's
Okay.
everything.
3 years older. Nick's the middle child, 14 months older.
Okay.
than me. And then, so Anthony, 3 years older than me. Nick, 14 months older than me. And then there's me.
Okay.
So Nick opens up this ornament. It says like, middle child is the favorite. And Anthony are like, what the hell? What the hell is that? And then like 5 minutes later, Anthony opens up a box. Hell yeah. What does his say? Oldest child is the favorite. And I'm like,
Wow.
where's mine? Where's mine? And then I pull out youngest child's the best. And Nick's like, I thought I got that only one. But yeah, so we've had things like that. And then what we do is we actually, when all the ornaments are out and one of us comes over visit, I'm now 30, going on 31. Nick just turned 32 today. Shout out. Happy birthday, Wilbur.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday.
Thank you. And so, yeah, we hide each other's all the time. We're 30, 32, and 33 right now, the three of us.
Yeah.
So we always hide. As adults, we go and hide that shit. We take it, and I will put his, I mean, he knows now, it's been enough times. I will hide it in the back middle towards the bottom. So you have to go around, you have to climb almost into the tree to go get that back out. Meanwhile, mine, for the camera, let me see. Right here. Mine's dead center, eye level. It's going to be like, and then you can tell who's there last because we all do pretty much the same thing.
Right.
We all rotate it to where you can't see it and put ours in front. But yeah, one other really cool story. I remember we got airsoft guns and suitcases. We were traveling. So our suitcases, they might have been wrapped too, but my mom's such a baller with that stuff. She put stuff in the suitcase, bought us all 3 matching suitcases, and then I think she wrapped the suitcases themselves. So then once you opened up that, then the suitcases you open up and there's even more. And then one of the last gifts that we all bought, which is hilarious, something we didn't need, but we loved it, is airsoft gun. We all each got a pistol. You know who we shot at? All at each other. And so that's the rules. You gotta, it's like only shoot those at cans. I don't know if they said that, but you know, as soon as you buy that for your kid, you know, if they have a little brother, older brother, doesn't matter. They're shooting that brother 100%.
Absolutely.
And then one of the other really cool gifts having with brothers is when I graduated from North Catholic, the year after I was at CCAC. So I was always using the computers in the computer lab, just always. And then Anthony's already at Slippery Rock. Nick and I were both at CCAC, community college for any other viewers. And we all got laptops, all 3 of us. It was Sony Vaio when Sony Vaio was real big. Great Black Friday deal on it. And it was one of the last gifts that we each opened up. And it was really important. I used that laptop for like 10, 11 years, something like that. And it still works, but, you know, it's like on the edge. So, yeah, we all got laptops and just have 3 brothers. For my mom, that's a lot of work. Every time you buy something really cool, you got to buy it 2 more times. But shout out to my mom. She made Christmas always super great. And something from earlier too, it makes it really hard when you have a million parties to go to.
Yes.
That's kind of what gets exhausting. I think it's when you get what you need, it's so much better than getting what you want. And not everyone can get you what you need because most of the time, if you're able to bring yourself up, then you might already have everything you need. And then you just buy crap. And I'm always like, get me a gift card. Give me a gift card. What do you want? You want a gift card? And it's like, no, I want this. Damn. Like, I'm super pumped every time because I'm like, here, token of my love. Hope it's a gift card or like wine or food, something that you can just like, I know it's going to go to use. But then, yeah, I've never been one that's like great at gift giving. I've just been like pretty decent, and I get something that someone usually likes. But my last thing I'll say is I think it's really great when you get something that you need. The laptop, we didn't need the airsoft guns, but they were great. So the laptop and lacrosse equipment made me feel like, okay, now I can move forward a little bit, and they're both super fulfilling.
Yeah. I think the one nice thing for us though now getting older is just our presence. Like I know it's kind of a joke, but like you should just wrap yourself up and put yourself in front of the tree because
oh my god,
That's all. I mean, if you ask
That's-
our
you're
parents,
the
that's all they
gift,
care
yeah.
about. Honestly, like my mom would beg me to not buy her a single thing. Like, please just come sit here for 3 hours. You know?
yeah, that's my that's I think that might be my new favorite Christmas dad joke. Is just I bought a gift wrap pajamas and I slept under the tree for 25 days because I'm the gift my family needs to remember. Like my family needs to remember I'm the gift. I'm a gift.
That would be hilarious if you just spent the next like 20 years dressing up as a president and just showing up Christmas Day like, what's up, bitches?
That'd be some sick pajamas, dude.
Yeah, well, they just they look like gift wrap. I mean, what pajamas? I guess don't actually technically look like wrapping paper.
Right.
That looks like it would be a baller gift.
Yeah. You know, one thing I was thinking about too. You know what? Of all things we've mentioned, or I've mentioned that I don't like about Christmas, the one that stands out the most. Not you. Be quiet. So, I really hope we get a white Christmas this year.
Yeah, you hope it snows and people have trouble.
You hope people die on the highway to their family's house? What are you talking about? Like, okay, can we get some snow on the trees from like 3 days ago? Please. Yes, that sounds great. Anything other than that? Like, do you guys remember the Christmas in 2020?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like 6, 7, 8 inches of snow, fresh snow overnight.
Anastasia was cracking me up the other night. She's like, I really want there to just be a blizzard, but like overnight where there's not like anybody would get like hurt or all. Like I just want there to be like a lot of snow. Like I want to get snowed in, but like I said, I want it to happen overnight so like it's not like anybody's out on the roads. And I was just, I was dying. Like,
what?
Yeah, I got you. Like, I get it. Like,
Yeah,
I could go for what I would like for it to absolutely freaking downpour snow tonight on Monday because I'm off all next week.
Right.
So let's get a blizzard tonight
Right.
so that I'm snowed in for the next 5 days. So I'm off for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
But like, no, if this happens when I'm on my way home from work, I do not want snow to be freaking coming down because people can't even drive when we haven't had rain for a freaking month and then all of a sudden it torrential downpours one day and you're driving and everyone's like I didn't know what the fuck this shit was.
And then add the tunnels and the highways here, then add the holiday hustle and bustle around it, and all
add
of a sudden,
this terrible infrastructure of roads like 51 where there's moon craters in the one lane.
Yeah, and the people who haven't been back in Pittsburgh in 11 months, so now they're just remembering that, oh, these are the merge points.
Yep.
This is how you drive down 51 if you're stuck in the right lane, dude. This is how you drive down 51.
It's true. It's
Night
true.
of the Roxbury.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. So I remember that Christmas in 2020 forever because I stayed home by myself in my apartment all day. Actually, pretty dope, not gonna lie. But and I don't think this is like my dad and stepmom want to take it the wrong way, but like I'm down in the city, there's snow on the ground, I'm driving my Honda Civic. This is before I had the Accord, so my shitty Honda Civic down, and I'm feeling like this immense amount of guilt of if I don't get there for Christmas, it's not going to be the same. So I'm like driving across the West End Bridge, sliding. I'm the only one out there. I'm an idiot. You know, I can't stop going across the bridge. My car's turning sideways at the intersection, so I had to go home. But it was a decent Christmas. It's just like in White Christmas is nice in the perfect world where you're 14, 13, 12 years old. You're at home with your beautiful family. Your parents are still together. Your 2 siblings are there. You're not going anywhere. Everyone has their pajamas and the fire, and dad made the ham. It's that Whoville bullshit Christmas that no one ever experiences. That's who wants the white Christmas. That's who wants it. And that's fine. I get that it's pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty dangerous. You know?
It's the Whoville happy horse shit.
It is. That's exactly what it is. I'm sorry. Like, but there are so many things about Christmas that I think make sense for people to enjoy. And it's just the ones that like there is beauty in there regardless of your situation. But I just think the hoping and the wanting for something to be something that it isn't is where I get bummed out.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, dude.
Yeah. I like snow. You know, but
we watched on December 26th. I want to say, what year? Oh, probably about 2004, roughly. December 26th, we got Dukes of Hazzard, and it snowed in. And I remember the very next day, we all watched Dukes of Hazzard for the first time while we couldn't go anywhere. And I was like, damn, this is solid. Like you said, if you're a kid, you have no problems. You want that white Christmas because you're like, right. If this happens on the 26th, you know what that means? It means we don't go anywhere. I play with all my stuff today.
Right.
And
yeah. Well, dude, honestly, and I didn't want to get cynical on it, but like Christmas back when we were younger, and I could be completely wrong because I was just a young kid. So there could have still been people working, but it just seemed like around Christmas, everything shut down. Like we recall how Black Friday, when we were kids, Black Friday was still, the stores didn't open up until 5 or 6 a.m. the next day. Right. And you had to literally sit out and wait to get the ticket to be able to get the big ticket items. Yep. And like my dad sat out every Christmas to get every new game console. I had every game console every year it came out because my dad would go sit outside. He'd eat Thanksgiving dinner and then he'd dip out and he'd go camp outside of frickin' Best Buy or camp outside of GameStop, and he would get the new system that year.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so like so I feel like back whenever it was Christmas for us, like there wasn't still people who were working on Christmas Day as much. No, there might have still been people, but like it just seemed like the world shut down.
Yeah, it's all the same. Like Black Friday starts during Thanksgiving dinner now. Walmart doesn't close; it's open all day.
The deals start the week before online now.
Well, that's the thing is now like your brick and mortar stores have to compete with online, where they can just go, Black Friday starts,
Black Friday's all 15th. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Black Friday all year.
No nut November. That means you could shop. You're gonna have to use that addiction somewhere else. So now let's buy. Well, no wonder why we get you to stop nutting all Thanksgiving. That's because if you're nutting all Thanksgiving, then you're not thinking about buying.
That's the worst month to have that. I get it, but like, well,
it's because they keep everybody stuck down in these lower chakras, the lower bestiality. Yeah. But if I'm constantly nutting all Thanksgiving, then I'm not, or all whatever November, then I'm not thinking about buying. So I'm not utilizing my addiction, being stuck down here in the fear. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know. I'm getting a little crazy on it, a little woo woo on it, but it's kind of funny that they pick Thanksgiving right before the end of the year. We gotta get into the black, you know?
Oh Jesus. Yeah. I mean,
it sounds like it's almost like a company's way to save themselves. Like when you're talking about the black, like I thought about immediately, like their fiscal year is like, all right, how do we ramp it up? We've been down all year. I like to see like almost like a miracle hockey speech.
Yeah. That's no nutting. Pittsburgh could use a little more no nutting.
11 months out of the year, we took losses, but not this month. This month, it's our month.
Yeah, we're carrying this around. We're open every day. No moisturizers.
No more half-off sales. We only do buy one, get one.
It's the only month you can't sign up for Pornhub for free. Just for 28 days. Is that how long November is on a normal basis? 29.
No, it's 30.
Is it a 30?
30.
It's a 30.
Fun fact for everyone, you can do it on your knuckles. Whenever you do January 31st, then February, you get in between. that means there's not 31 or 30. And you get March
Bless you.
31. You just keep going across. Everywhere where there's a knuckle has 31 days.
Huh. How about it?
Okay, so anyway,
Fun fact. PSA announcement.
so what we're getting at, in my opinion, would be at least.
I love the holidays.
No. I was thinking of the White Christmas. I'm dreaming.
White Christmas.
And then what's
No,
the next
but
line? What's
dude-
the next line? Hold on. What's the next line?
Just like the one I used to know.
Oh, so he's longing for the Christmases that he used to know.
As a kid.
Yeah, right. So that's all we're doing is trying to give back those, like, okay, so when do you start remembering things like Christmas? 5, 6, maybe 6,
Maybe.
7. And when do you start remembering every, like, I don't remember every Christmas. I'm not asking for that.
I'll
but
be
Yeah,
around 4 or 5 for me.
when did Santa not exist anymore for you?
like instantaneously. You think I'm an idiot?
My brother's ruined it for
Think I'm an
me.
idiot?
Oh, I got to tell you a
Yes,
side
so
note on that too.
Wait, dude, just find it, because I knew, dude. I knew that freaking fraud, dude. I knew he was. I knew that dude didn't exist the whole damn
That's
time.
we
That's
just hit
That's
the
it.
root.
I knew that
We hit the root.
there was no.
It was the fact that everybody kept telling you Santa existed. You were like, I'm 4 years old. Santa don't exist.
He didn't.
You look like
You're not
baby.
getting that
You look
one
like
over on me. I've
you look
been
like
duped
baby
before.
Mario, baby Luigi. Santa don't exist. I knew Santa don't exist.
Well, from a logical standpoint, for me, 2 houses. Santa's coming to both. He's leaving me gifts at one, and then the other house. You know which ones to leave at which house. You know. Like
Oh
how-
my
Oh,
goodness.
damn.
And we don't have a chimney. Was he just teleport in to say, like, he can't get in that chimney?
Never what Santa Claus does?
Doesn't work. And and we have 3 dogs. If some fat dude in a red suit walked in, we know it. We know it. There's no way. Logistically speaking, there's no way that man made it into my house. So where the fuck the gifts come from?
Derek, I understand you're 4 years old and you understand that Santa doesn't exist, but your 8-year-old cousins still believe. Okay, be quiet.
He's an idiot. But I guess that's what I would hope to in the next generation of Christmases for me would be to replicate, and if not, hopefully make better those experiences for the younger ones in my life.
How many mall Santa beards did you pull down?
Oh, Santa beers. I didn't know. Dude, every time I ended up on that guy's lap, I cried. Because it's so
It's
I
just
feel
a
like-
weird
I
dude.
feel like you would have
So
been the
all
kid
of a
that would have
sudden-
yanked it.
all of a sudden, if I'm at the mall, if I go to the mall with my parents and we stand in line for a half hour to get a picture, this is any other day of the year, any other month of the year, we go to the mall. There's a bench. There's an old, sweaty guy with glasses and no hair, 300 pounds. He's sitting there. Are you lining up to take a picture with him with your kids? Then why in God's name are you doing it on Christmas? Why are we allowing our children to sit on a strange man's lap because he has a red suit on? Why? Give me a good reason why that's okay.
To make him behave all month and all year long.
If I were to take a child and give them to an old man to hold and put on his lap, ho ho, that's a friggin' red flag, man.
That's a red. He's in a red suit. Can we not see the red flag?
But because there's a train going around and there's a little elf guy standing there, everything's cool.
12-year-old.
Did we background check this man? Where did he come from? What's his full-time job? Is he married? Has he ever been married? Is there anyone who could speak for this man at all?
He's actually a professional golfer all year round.
Dude, I knew it from the. It's John Daly. I knew it from the start. I could smell it. I'm like, this isn't the same guy I took a picture with at Ross Park Mall.
He
last
doesn't
year.
smell like Captain Morgan.
No,
Smells like beef and cheese.
Yeah, this guy smells like mall Chinese food. I did like the train, however, though, because they had the train that went around the pictures. You could go on the train. I dug the train. Train kid for sure. Trains don't lie to you. Trains don't look at you and say, "What do you want for Christmas?" I don't fucking care.
He said, I knew this hoax from the beginning.
I did. Come on, man. You gonna put that one up on me? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Sour dairy.
You know, it's funny. My
I'm
brother's.
being honest. Sorry,
ruined it.
Ted. I'm sorry. I'm being honest though. Like, I can't get behind taking your kids to a mall and letting them sit on some guy's lap. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Is
I
it?
mean,
Is that okay?
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. That's the thing.
Could you make an argument for the other way?
I mean, no.
Okay, great.
For me, no.
Okay.
You have the
you?
argument
Could
or
you?
a side note?
What? In what world are you like?
No,
what?
we're at like my holiday party, and one of the staff members that I've known for years is dressed up as Santa Claus, and we're taking pictures. Yes, 100%. If I'm going to a mall and this is like, oh, this is Jim Smith. He lives down on Banksville Road and a house by himself, and he doesn't take out his trash, and his dog that shits all over his house, and all of a sudden he's Santa Claus. I don't know any different. Like he could be anybody. It could be anybody.
Could be Daniel Day-Lewis.
I don't. Do you trust a mall to like hire?
Could be anyone.
Is there like a labor union of Santa Clauses? Like I need more information.
Yeah. I personally, I get.
What do you
why.
like about the holidays?
What do I like about the holidays?
I'm sorry, Tid.
That's all good.
So okay, so
This
what,
is this kid's episode.
so okay, what do I like? Like genuinely like? Okay.
We've made some pretty big breaks.
See, even with my job though,
Playing good
like
cop,
I
bad
don't
cop.
get off work. Like I will get off the week after Christmas because my schedule aligns. But last year I didn't because we had games all around. So that's okay. That's my job. I love it, so it's cool. But I don't get off work. I
Oh, isn't that so frustrating whenever like people
one
have
should
like
work.
all this freaking holiday time left over at the end of
Yeah.
the year and they just are off the entire time around the holidays and they're like, "Oh, you want to go to breakfast tomorrow?" And you're like, "No,
No.
motherfucker,
No,
I
it's
have to
December
work." Like,
27th. I don't want
I'm-
to go to breakfast with you.
no, I'm sorry, I'm not off until the end of the freaking year, you know.
No, I agree. Like people,
But I have that off, so
people should be off.
and I've done that many times, so
I'd say December.
so it's
20
amazing.
Yeah, December 22nd through January 1st. Every person should be off work. Not
Well,
and like
I'm
not.
not-
Of course, you can't do that
No,
because
but I mean, it would be nice if we could honestly just like get to a place where we didn't all feel like we had to do stuff all the time.
in a career where you have like a salary and benefits and you've gone to school and yada yada. I'm not, and this isn't talking downward or anything like that. It's just like it's illogical to think that like gas stations and grocery stores or anything like service jobs could be like closed for 10 days. There's no way.
Yeah, but in a salary position or a position like you, in not even a salary position, but being in a sales position too. Like if you have made, like for me, for instance, if all my projects are taken care of in a project manager's standpoint, there should be no reason why I have to be at the office. Like if like it's not going to be a situation where it's like, oh, I'm not going to come in for an entire month straight. But like in terms of around the holidays or like the weeks of the holidays, like there really should be no such thing really as vacation time for someone whose salary
Yeah.
if all my work's taken care of.
I agree. Because on the other side of it, regardless of the job, the people that you're working with in both your position and mine have no interest in hearing from you at all.
Yeah.
Do you want me calling you 3 times this upcoming week leading into the holiday saying, hey, how was the game, man?
I mean,
You don't, but like there are ways to still do it right, and you still can be on top of your job. Like, don't get me, I know my job, and there are ways to do it because actually people are off work. But like that's just like it. Everyone acknowledges that it's just that time of the year where like, hey, it is going to slow down naturally, and like for your job too. So like that would be my argument. It's like not that there's not a job to do because there is, because I'll have off the whole week of Christmas, but I still will be checking on my stuff because I have to. It's just the nature of the job. But with that being said, what's the issue is I'm taking my PTO anyway and then still checking my stuff. What's the difference that I just get that week off and I still check my stuff the way it should be?
Right.
You know, why do I have to use the very slim amount of PTO I get on days that should be allocated to you spending time with your friends and family and just getting a break in general?
precisely.
Yeah.
But yeah, go find a company that understands that.
Okay. So what things do I like about Christmas or the holidays? Oh, I like New Year's Eve. That's fun. I always like New Year's Eve.
Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan. No, it was Vlad. It was Vlad. It was
Oh,
the
man.
year was 2000, and I would have been 21. I would right when I was 21. So 2013, New Year's Eve. My brother and his friend Justin and I went to Mr. Smalls. I'll be back there this New Year's Eve. I'm excited. Get my redemption tour, I guess.
Oh shit! I remember that.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but I remember that.
So we were like, it's New Year's Eve. We're going to see one of our favorite bands play at our favorite venue. We're going to live it up. And I thought, what a great idea, but to buy a bunch of vodka to drink before the show. and I drank so much vodka. And dude, I bought a t-shirt ready to roll. My ex-girlfriend's there. I'm like, screw her. I'm gonna show her I'm gonna be having a great time. And I forget who the opening band was, but it was decent. I don't know what it was, but it was a good band. I'm like kind of into it. And then that curtain, it's hit everybody in blackout drunk state. Like the first time you really got it, you don't know what it feels like. Like my soul just, see you, dude. Good luck out there for the next 3 hours. Gone. Vomited twice all over the bathroom, outside. Bombing cigarettes. Had to throw my t-shirt away because I had puke all over it. So on and so forth. Ended up in the car with Justin and my brother. Didn't see a lick of the concert. Listening to like the ball drop in New York on the radio. Drinking like 7-Eleven Mountain Dew. Trying to feel like a human again. It's good fun, but I think New Year's has always been more enjoyable. I don't know what it is. I feel like that's like it's less stress, less anxiety. You go one place and that's where you are. No one's driving. No one's allowed to go anywhere. I don't like going out for New Year's. That's always people that go out for New. I can't do that. Why would you do that? Why do you want to be surrounded by all those people? That's just not me. More power to you, but I like New Year's. That's fun. What else do I enjoy today? Cookies.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of it. That's it. Like Thanksgiving rocks, dude. You walk in, you're eating dinner. Done.
What about the ham, dog?
Done. The ham.
Ham on Christmas.
I mean, ham's all right. My grandma used to make, same credit card debt grandma. She would make the best friggin' ham, dude. Glaze it, little fruit cocktail put into it so it all soaked together. You get like a cherry pineapple glaze on the ham. Hallelujah. That was good stuff. I was a little afraid of it. It was not what a ham should look like for sure, but it was good.
Nice. Smells.
So I like food. I like
when
dessert.
What about when we broke tradition? Every year we'd always watch Elf to the point where North Catholic was on the verge of ruining the movie Elf.
Yeah.
And then Mrs. White was like, "Hey, I got Madagascar too. Anyone to watch that?"
Oh.
We're like, "Let's watch that. Anything but Elf."
Fired up.
I love Elf, but
the Christmas
every
movie back there, but then you get back to the nostalgia thing. Like, is like, what do I like about Christmas now? I like being around the younger generation of my family on Christmas. That's what I like. And that's honestly just about it. Spending time with my family, I can do that whenever, and I'll challenge myself to do that more. That's something that I should prioritize any day of the week. It shouldn't just be Christmas. But I do enjoy the generation that comes after mine, my nephews, my little sister, them getting that experience and making sure it's a wholesome one that they'll remember in the right ways.
Yeah.
What were you going to say? You're going to mention something about your brothers?
Oh, yeah. Earlier, whenever you mentioned like how old you were, it's funny. And sitting on Santa Claus's lap, I have opinions about that too. I think about Christmas a lot, like from a behavior standpoint. One, we needed something to make winter suck less. Days are getting shorter. So then we all decide like this is when, I mean, naturally this is when the year ends.
Yeah.
But we have like one last hurrah, and we all like check in on each other, see how everyone's doing. It almost seems like an old tradition where it's like, hey, it's so cold, someone could be dead. Well, have you checked on your Aunt Barb? Let's go check on her. Let's all get together and make sure everyone's still alive. And if there's anything we need, we'll all pitch together and try to give each other what we need. And while we're at it, if the kids are being little jerks all year round, they're not getting gifts. Like, you got to behave all year round. Then you got to have someone outside of the family.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, like family counseling, that's like how you need it to like restructure. You need someone outside, someone who is unbiased. You'd be like, you didn't behave. I'm going to tell this guy you weren't behaving. He's like, oh, I got him. I got him on the phone right now. Are you done?
See,
you done?
That's what I'm talking about. This like you're holding it above someone all year.
But
what is naughty and nice? Have you ever met a kid who's just nice? No.
I've done some pretty naughty things that have been nice.
Like, okay. That's all. That's the question.
I mean,
I look for an answer on. Like, we're going to find it. It's so like there's two sides.
There's three sides to a story,
nice.
actually. I didn't realize.
No.
There's three sides to a story. There's your story, my story, and then there's the real story.
Okay. Oh, interesting. That is true. So I just not a fan of naughty or nice. Trying to think of like a way that I just don't like I know it's like alphabetically, but naughty coming first. Like I could be naughty. What's that going to get me? You know?
Cool.
Is it more fun? I don't know. I don't like gifts anyway.
Yeah, you really didn't like toys, so were you just always a little shithead? So that you got because you knew you were going to get coal, so you were like, "Well, I don't like any of the toys anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play with these, so
Yeah, and you know what?
it doesn't matter if I get coal or toys because I ain't gonna like either of them. So I'll just be a little dickhead."
Some of the naughtiest kids.
Punishment
you know,
didn't work.
Some of the worst kids you know got the best gifts.
Really?
Why?
Yeah, this one
'cause
right
they probably
here.
come from parents
No,
that
I'm
spoil the shit out of them and don't question anything they ever do. Like, oh, little Corey, you know, he just goes and does this and that, and now he's suspended from school 3 times. He talks back to his mom, and now he got the newest Xbox. What precedent does that send to me? What does that do for me?
Santa plays favorites.
I want. Yeah.
Santa's bullshit.
Corey's always sitting on Santa's lap. Always, every year, dude. Definitely sweet talking him. You gotta be. If the story stands up, then like and Santa's real back in the day, then it's like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of layers to that story that just don't make sense to me at all.
That is a dangerous concept to think like, oh yeah, the Corey guy. I like just throwing out. I've never met a Corey I don't like, but I like the concept of like the guy. Like, man, can you believe he just got the new PS4? He's such an asshole. I swear Santa can't see shit. Like, Santa doesn't ever see Corey mess up. He always is messing with everybody in class. He's talking. He's texting. I'm just imagining this little kid in grade school right now. Corey, he's looking at girls on Instagram. I see him over there. You mean to tell me Santa doesn't see everything?
Yeah.
Like, he totally still gets what he wants. And this little kid, we'll just say grade school, totally just like looking at that while we're in history.
Yeah, 3 people know everything. God, Santa, and Mark Zuckerberg. That's it. 3 people. They know everything. I think Mark knows more than anybody.
Wow.
Yeah. He knows who's naughty and nice.
Sour dick.
No.
Oh, I want to tell you guys about the my brothers ruined Santa for me at a young age, but also those Santas in the mall. I'm kind of against them because, at least for me personally, other people it's fine. But I've always had a good facial recognition. Every time I see one, I'd be like, this is not the same guy we just saw like 12 months ago.
Right.
And then my brothers, they were like, Santa's not real. And I'm like, ha ha ha, that's what you guys keep saying. And it was like, no, but really, he's not real. And then eventually my mom was talking about it in casual conversation. And I was like I was young. I was like, Mom, I know Santa's not real. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Anthony and Nick told me. She's like, told you what? Santa's not real. Okay, fine then. I'll stop getting you the extra gifts. And I was like, oh no. It's like, you guys, I hate you. I hate you. Like, now,
could you imagine
guys
that
ruined
ball
it.
being dropped? Oh.
Yep. I was like, damn. But I mean, I was like, you know what? I know it's not real. At least it's honest now. But I was still pretty young for them to ruin it for all of us. They still got gifts because I still thought it was real for a while. But they still got the gifts because she had to keep up the illusion.
Yeah.
And then when I
out.
knew, then it ruined it for everyone. I was like, yep, see what you guys did? Ruined it.
Thought they were cool.
Yeah.
Santa's not real, Brandon.
I'm like, Mom, it's okay. I know he's not real. Okay, well then you don't get any more gifts from Santa.
Whoa. Imagine that drum.
Yeah.
Boom.
Also, don't tell anyone else.
Were you in the Christmas musical with me?
Yes.
Who are you?
I was one of the reindeers.
I was Blitzen. Yeah.
I can't remember which one I was. I just remember I had a leather jacket that was too big for me at that age, so that I could wear it later. Yes, I still have it.
Probably top 3 things that suck about the holidays: the Nutcracker, musicals in general, a play. They're all a Christmas Carol. This is your past and your future. You better live in the moment. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Teddy's gonna get visited by 3 angels tonight.
Does anybody know what the Nutcracker is? Do you have any clue?
I know
The story of the Nutcracker.
I know it's a ballet.
That's all I know.
Dude. I'll never forget. Dad took myself and my brother I forget who else was there. I know us three were there to go see the Nutcracker. And we're like 8 or 9 years old. Never again. My sister went just yesterday. They probably had a blast. That's right up my sister's house. Me and my brother just kept saying we were sick, so we didn't have to watch another second of it, and then go out and drink Sprites in the hallway over and over again. That is some of the worst shit I've ever watched in my life. It might be better now. Don't get me wrong, but like, who are we kidding here? Honestly,
They're pretty flexible.
They're flexible. Let's go see Cirque du Soleil.
Oh yeah.
Why do we gotta slap a theme on it? Go see some real ballet. Go see some real moving around out there.
Now he's shooting.
Go see. I just.
How many shots you gonna shoot today?
I don't know.
Man, the
man.
Russian
Look,
people are gonna get real
people are gonna
pissed.
think I don't like Christmas at all. I mean, I don't mind it. It's just like I like the things I like about Christmas. I think most of it kind of stinks. It's like, it's like the garland you put on the tree, like that gaudy, like silver, sparkly tinsel or whatever the hell
I
it
don't like
is.
tinsel.
Oh, is that what it is? Like the big, like bushy.
It's like, well, the garland is the bushy stuff,
Yeah.
and then the tinsel is the stuff that's the stringy stuff hanging down. I think that's useless.
Yeah, I think it's both useless. To be honest.
Yeah.
Hang some candy canes up so then people can eat them. That's what I like.
Decorating a tree's fun.
He says, I want them to be multifunctional.
Yeah.
Also, I've heard someone the other night, they totally hung up their beer cans in college on their Christmas tree, and I'm like, I love that. Like, I could
Yeah, I've
definitely
seen
hang
that
up some beer
before.
cans.
Well, we
I've
had
seen that
the
before.
Regina house had the Christmas tree we would just decorate for every holiday.
Yeah, that was funny.
Those are fun. What else? Am I done complaining? Is
I think
anything
you're
else?
pretty. Yeah. I
Like,
think.
everything
Yeah. Did you get everything in? Did you?
I think so.
Did you air all your grievances?
Yeah, I think the overarching issue here is that I knew Santa Claus was a fraud from an early age. Even before I could speak, I would put on his lap and I'd cry. From there on, the
two households.
the two households didn't help at all. While both made sure that it was still perfect in every way. It was, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I still think that that built into it. And then yeah, just an overarching desire to try to find some beauty in life that isn't already there, kind of just never stuck with me. I don't think. Like, I just like, oh, go spend time with your family and friends. Like, well, shouldn't I be trying to do that anyway?
Yeah.
Shouldn't I tell people I appreciate them anyway?
Yeah.
Do I really need to put a Hallmark movie on the TV, have everyone over, wear stupid sweaters, tell you I love you? Probably not. Probably not. That's just me. But you know what? I'll do it again on Christmas. I'll wear the sweater, decorate the tree, wrap some gifts. Poorly wrap some gifts.
So we're gonna end this episode with a positive look towards next year.
Next
all
year.
right?
Yeah. Sorry.
And
okay. Yeah.
so what we're gonna do is, you guys have paper, actually, if you wanted to, but we're gonna yeah, cool. Okay. All right, so grab a fresh piece, tick, because we're gonna light it on fire. So you can pick 1, 2, or 3, however many you got, intentions for next year.
Okay.
All right. Close them up. We're not sharing any. You don't share it at all with each other.
Close it up so you can't see it.
Yep. All right. If you're rolling along with us, we each wrote down a couple intentions for next year, what we would like to either accomplish, what we would like to potentially become, what we would like to potentially do. Didn't have to be anything crazy. It could be something simple. It could be something it could be something huge. It could be something monumental, whatever you want. So I want you guys to take 10 seconds, close your eyes, think about number one. Okay. Think about number one. Hold on to that. And I want you to think about what it would feel like to accomplish that or receive that. What would the emotion be towards experiencing number one? How does it taste? How does it feel? What types of things are around you? There's a quick intermission right here as Derek fucked up and didn't get his audio correct. So we had to fix his audio real quick. And we're back. So we'll start that over again real quick. All right. Number one. You all plugged in? You good? Oh, it's under your foot. Right foot. All right. So think about number one. Think about what it would feel like to accomplish that. What does it taste? What do you see? What are the emotions towards that one? Fully feel like you've embraced number one. All right. Move on to number two. What does number two feel like? What kind of emotions are you seeing? What kind of things are around you? How did it taste? How did it feel to accomplish that? How did it feel to do that? And then move on to number three. And do that same thing. What does it feel like? What emotions do you see? Do you feel? Do you experience? All right. And we're going to light these on fire because we're going to have set our intentions and we're going to release them off into the universe. If they happen, they happen. Our subconscious should be working for us in the background, behind the scenes, helping lead us towards these intentions if this is what we are fully believe we're capable of being able to become. So that was the Dismount episode, Festivus, whatever you want to call it, holidays. We came together, we talked the holidays, we let Derry do his thing. Derry needed to release, folks. I think he released pretty strong. But yeah, the holidays are, they can be fantastic. It's kind of tough for some of us now in our age group just because it really feels like the holidays have become kind of stuck around money and the fancy word of capitalism. But yeah, it just seems like most of the time we're focusing on stuff that just is not emotional or full like relationship connections, and that's kind of what a lot of us feel like the holidays should be really focusing on. Taking a step back, taking a break, reconciling the year that you just spent together. What did you guys accomplish? What did you not accomplish? And then, starting to prepare yourself for the next year. That'd be really cool to be able to come together with like your family for the last 2 years or the last two, weeks of the year and just like start to prepare for like, okay, this is when we need to have, we want to start growing some vegetables for ourselves this year to get a little bit more self-sufficient. So like, if we have the last 2 weeks of the year to like come together and maybe plan that little business that we want to start together to help us maybe work towards getting out of the 9 to 5, or little things like that start making life seem like those connections are more intertwined, they're stronger, and slowly work towards that peace and happiness that we all like seem like we long for. So we love y'all. As always, don't trust us, trust yourself. And if you love the holidays and we shot any shots at you, well, get over it. So later.
Thanks, guys.